if you want, but remember, this is a triple guide. Night 3 is pretty similar for the most part. Watching Foxy still barely seems to affect them because he's extremely broken, so just keep tabs on Bonnie and Chica and watch Freddy earlier than you would before. If you don't watch him much, he can get to your door in the later hours, and that'll drain a lot more power than you think. Freddy in Help Wanted is annoying. Like Foxy, watching him only slows him down, doesn't completely stop him. He tends to move through rooms a lot quicker than he does in the original FNAF 1, and once he gets to your door, he stays there for the entire night with no way to get him out. As you can imagine, this drains a lot of power. He's a pretty big priority in this night because you really don't want him getting to that point. At the start, just keep the camera on the stage until Bonnie and Chica leave, then track one of them around the cameras and check the other light every 5 to 8 seconds just like before. For this night, however, you'll be alternating between tracking your chosen animatronic and watching Freddy. Spend 10 seconds on Bonnie or Chica, then switch to Freddy, spend 10 seconds on him, and switch back. Completely ignore Foxy for the first 2 hours. You'll pretty much be playing this like Night 2, but spending half your camera time on Freddy. If you want to check both lights while looking at Freddy, go for it, but you'll probably be fine regardless. Just keep up the typical pattern, remember to switch the camera every 10 seconds, and you'll be fine. At mid to late 2 a.m., start looking at Pirate's Cove and don't switch cameras. Foxy should be about ready to run. Prepare to shut the left door at any moment as soon as he leaves and keep a close eye on it. Around 3 a.m. flat, he should run. Block him out, wait 3 seconds till he disappears, then open the door. Don't forget to check for Bonnie and Chica at the doors throughout all of this. They can be pretty sneaky, just remember, every 5 to 8 seconds. At this point, that's it for Foxy. Just focus on Freddy. He's probably left the stage by now while you were focused on Foxy, so make sure to count how many times he laughs so you can know what room he's in easily. Worst case scenario, if he gets to the East Hall corner, just wait until he leaves the camera, then shut the right door for the rest of the night. Otherwise, his path goes 1A, 1B, 7, 6, 4A, 4B, and then your door. Keep track of how many times he laughs, and if he laughs, then he moves to the next room in that pattern. Just keep following him around. Keep tabs on him if he did leave the stage, and you'll be alright. Check the lights every 5 to 8 seconds, conserve power, and don't worry about Foxy after his attack. Just focus on Freddy and the lights, and before you know it, you'll be at 6 a.m. Night 4 is, for the most part, surprisingly, more of the same. For some bizarre reason, however, Steelwool did apparently decide it would be funny to spoon-feed Foxy a ton of cocaine on this night in particular, so he's somehow more aggressive than he is on Night 5. Whatever. Spend the first hour and a half or so watching Freddy on the stage, or wherever else he goes, and checking the lights every 5 to 8 seconds as usual. Then switch to Pirate's Cove around late 1 a.m. when Foxy is primed and ready to attack. Be ready to hit the door at any moment. He should run around early 2 a.m., but keep checking the lights. Once Foxy's gone, close the door, wait for him to hit it, wait 3 seconds after the noises stop, you know the drill. Switch back to Freddy and keep checking the lights as normal. From here, things get a little tricky. Foxy can actually attack twice during this night, so you'll need to be ready for him again. Until then, just keep watching Freddy wherever he is, checking the lights, and playing as normal. Remember, if you're not sure if Bonnie left, you can always glance around the cameras for him real quick. Once you hit 4 a.m., go back to Pirate's Cove and get ready for Foxy again. Here's the thing, on Foxy's second attack, sometimes he tends to just barrel straight down the hole and reach you in mere seconds, leaving you with very little time to react. You can't guarantee that you'll be hovering over the door button at the time he arrives while still staying safe from Bonnie and Chica, so I recommend closing the door and leaning out to intentionally trigger him right before you think he's about to attack. That way, you get his attack out of the way in a controlled environment without losing much. After he leaves, open it back up and focus on Freddy for the rest of the night. Remember to count his laughter if he moves while you're watching Foxy. Keep checking the door lights frequently and consistently as always, and you'll be good to go. If you hear Freddy laugh at any point, switch to the next camera in his route. Remember, 1A, 1B, 7, 6, 4A, 4B, and then your door. Worst case scenario, close it when he gets there and just check for Bonnie the rest of the night. If you're being diligent though, hopefully he won't get to that point. As simple as it sounds, that's really about it. Just check on Foxy before he runs, which is at the time shown on screen now. Before I plug my other socials though, how about some quick miscellaneous technical information? You guys always seem to like that in the older guides, so I figured I'd try and bring it back when I can. The animatronics' movement opportunities are every 16 seconds. Unlike the regular Fnaf 1, all of their movement opportunities are actually in perfect sync. However, the animatronics themselves tend to get desynced pretty quickly on the normal nights, since they fail these movement opportunities quite often. As a result, it might seem like the movement opportunities are slightly different when they really aren't. Usually some animatronics fail and some succeed, and it doesn't usually line up completely. Speaking of things inconsistent with regular Fnaf 1, Foxy's singing doesn't guarantee